Hello and welcome. My name's Super Saiyan and this is your weekly news and pre-order video covering all of the new releases from Forge World and Games Workshop. Welcome to the final day in 2022. Very special today. Tomorrow starts the dawning of a brand new year, 2023. It looks like it's going to be incredible. For a number of reasons. I'm thoroughly excited about it. I want to say a huge thank you to all of you members that have joined throughout the past, 2 or 3 years. All of you subscribers, if you haven't subscribed already, it means a lot. And everyone that just watches all the videos and joins in on the live streams. I've had a lot of fun with building the Thunderhawk over Christmas and the Lego Razor Crest. And I will continue to put out live streams throughout 2023. So without further ado, let's jump on over to the Warhammer community website. I'm so pleased I decided to do a video today because there's been a lot of news over the past week or so. So let's just go back because I didn't do a news and pre-order video last weekend. It was Christmas Eve back then. So if we go back kind of 2 weekends ago, probably I want to say like the 17th or so. About this time, would have covered the Saturday releases and the big news about Henry Cavill and Amazon Studios teaming up with Games Workshop. The day after, on the Sunday, we had a look at the Sunday preview. Not much at all these past weekends to pre-order, which is understandable. You could pick up the Abhorrent Ghoul King with Crown of Delusion, lovely looking mini. From the Games Workshop stores in-store. It says here you'll be able to get one on Boxing Day and available between the 25th of December and the 2nd of January. So it's going to be around for a little bit longer. I think you can actually get him. I think you'll also be able to get him on the Games Workshop store. You've got some made-to-order Space Marines, through the ages, and this Captain, the Lord Executioner. Even Heroes of the Chapter. So that's the sprue that came in the Dominus set, I think. You got Made-to-Order Chaplain, Librarian and Terminator armor, and Masters of the Chapter, as well as Tech Marine. Doesn't really say if they're metal or fine cast. That's a bit strange. Usually they do mention it. And then a little look at Warhammer Plus. I haven't been very impressed with Warhammer Plus. I'll say that right now. You know me by now. If there's things that I'm not enjoying or want to say negative things about, I will. And Warhammer Plus is one of them right now. It's not very good in terms of the content. I would have expected an explosion of content over Christmas, but there has not been. Then the day after, I think on the Monday, a little look at the Rogel Dawn tank, which is due to be released in 2023. It looks incredible. Like there's a lot of detail and things on it. I know people prefer the Lehman Russ, but there are these very sus creatures. I don't know about you guys, but these look very sus. So they're using these creatures called Ripperjacks. An enveloping attack. And Catfall, yeah. Even the names as well. Anyway, 13 Black Crusades. Now the Arcs of Omen is Abaddon Warhammer 40,000's biggest bad. Pretty ridiculous. Little rumour engine. This was going back to 20th of December. Looks like some kind of multi-barreled weapon, maybe, for Mechanicus. You've got a Goth Rocker Hits the Road. You've got Father Christmas, Nurgle. I think we've seen this Greater Demon before. You got Goth Goth Rocker takes on the Noise Marine as an epic festive battle report. Looking back, the best of Black Library 2022. Yes, we have Echoes of Eternity. That was fantastic. Harrowmaster, I didn't get to pick up. Arcanauts Oath, Hollow King, I still want to pick that up at some point. Wraithbone Phoenix. Sigismund was good, but I preferred Luther. Gothgul Hollow, I would like to pick up. Sanguinius I haven't read yet, so I need to get into that. Dagobah's Demise, yeah, that was a good fun book. Dark City, yeah, what can I say? I mean, I enjoyed that one. There's 3 in the series with Chris Raitt. Triumph of St. Catherine, I did pick that up, but I haven't read that yet. But Danny Ware, big fan at the moment. Ghazghkull Thraka, I did pick that up. I don't know whether I read that this year, though, or last year. You know, when the special edition came out. I'm sure it came out last year. That was all right. Wasn't a massive fan, though. Xenos, I've read that before, and it's, yeah, please do. If you haven't already, just pick up those 3 or even 4 Eisenhorn books by Dan Abnett. Dan Abnett's writing is what got me into reading more Warhammer novels. Krieg, haven't picked that one up. So yeah, it's been great. Obviously, 2023 we've got the new Siege of Terror book, which I'm hugely excited about. Probably more excited. I'm very excited about the maps as well. They've teased the maps. You've got a General's Handbook for 2023. Heresy Thursday. I like these. I like these a lot. These Word Bearers upgrade sets for Mark 6. I mean, I wasn't going to have any Mark 6s for Word Bearers. They're all going to be Mark 4. But I think I'm going to have to get a unit or 2. With some flamers. I think they would look really cool with some flamers. And this helmet is absolutely stuff of nightmares. I'm not sure about this head. I think we could have had a better designed head with like the word on his face and things like glyphs and writing like burnt in or tattoos or something. That would have been great. Shoulder pauldrons are luscious. You've got the book on fire, but on top of that, instead of just the plain pauldrons behind the book, you've actually got these letters and font and things. Again, like on the front of these like on the front of these Mark 6 heads. I just wish the bear head one had something like that, but we can't see the back. Maybe there's something written on the back, like a barcode. I don't know. But yeah, I'm very impressed with those. Arcs of Omen Grand Tournament pack, new detachment. 12 months in Middle Earth, looking back on the packed year. So yeah, we got the Goliath box set. We got some refreshed minis. Yeah, it's a great time to be playing Middle Earth as well. The Goth Rocker. Again, community painters about the Aberrant Ghoul King. Night Before Christmas. So you've got a new hero for Age of Sigmar. I'm always happy when they announce anything new for Gloomspite Gits, and this one looks mean. I like this kind of, helmet with a hood on, and then the little helmet to protect the Squig's brain. And then he's got like a bag of mushrooms. And then this funny dude, Scrapper Sawhead. But this one here, Noblar Blackwort, I think. So yeah, that's those two. They look fantastic. Sunday preview, they were just the minis that we kind of had a look at. But yeah, you've got some made to order Space Marines that have been around for ages and ages. And you've got Blood Bowl Necromunda. You had these 2 characters. Look interesting. And an Outland Beastmaster with Ripperjacks, some Middle Earth, Candish Horseman, Warband, Frodo Baggins, Samwise, and Gollum. And then there was a battle report with Giants, I think, and Lawmasters for World Eaters. I haven't watched the World Eaters one, actually. I haven't watched the World Eaters one. Need to watch that. Azrael revealed, so this was a big reveal. I think 2023 is going to be a great year for Dark Angels players. You've got little... Yep, so you've got the Keeper of Truth himself, Azrael, Supreme Grandmaster. He's been Primarisified. He holds the legendary Sword of Secrets, and it's got a master-crafted combi plasma called the Lion's Wrath. He's also accompanied by a Watcher in the Dark. As much as I like his head, like his helmetless head, I think it's a great homage to Azrael. I will be putting this head on instead of the Watcher in the Dark carrying his massively winged helmet. Bigger wings on that helmet than even the Lion, I think. The Watcher is then carrying this scabbard or sheath for the sword, which, yeah, I just think it looks so cool. That was the old model look, and I think you had the Watcher in the Dark as a separate thing. But yeah, big improvement. I love it. Can't wait to pick him up. Start your new year, new army project with 4 more Space Marine battle forces. And this came up in like the live streams, like questions about these. The Iron Hands one. I mean, I'm not interested in any of them because I've got a lot of Space Marines and Primaris and these characters. If I was going to pick one up, because I, for some reason, thought having 7 Redemptor Dreadnoughts would be good, I picked the Iron Hands one. I think that's pretty cool. Would have liked some Eradicators though in there instead. However, you get some Eradicators in the Salamanders one, of course. The White Scars one. You're getting a load of those bikes and the little Mario Karts and a Chaplain, which is quite expensive by himself really. And then the Ultramarines one, you're getting Marnius, Tigurius, some Blade Guard. Ultramarines one's not too bad if you haven't picked up Marnius. And of course, each one of these sets comes with upgrade sprues and transfer sheets, so you can really modify them, so you can really customize them to be Salamanders with the flaming torches, or Ultramarines with the Gladiuses, White Scars with the chain swords, and the Iron Hands with different helmets and things. So yeah, they're great if you're just starting out, or even you've got a specific Space Marine chapter. They'll be a good. I think they'll give you a good saving. I think they'll give you a good saving. I just wish that they will now bring back like the bundles from Forge World for Legion specific, units. On Boxing Day, the Aberrant Ghoul King is now available, so you could pick him up. I haven't picked him up. I'm not sure whether I will. Still undecided. The Gothrocker Galactic Tour 4. Rise to the top of House Goliath with the mightiest self-made man. So you've got this self-styled Lord of the Fist. I'm not quite sure. He looks a bit too heavy. Like it looks like that is weighing him down. I'm sure he can deal with it, but it might be the pose and the fact that the fist. But yeah, other than that, that'll go quite well with your Goliath gang. I preferred that, the other miniature from Forge World with the big hammer. I preferred that one to this one. Room Regent 27th. I think that's 40k. I mean, there's some teeth and some cabling. I'm hoping that's like Dark Mechanicum or Dark Mechanicus. Coming to Black Library 2023. So you've got some audiobooks. It's mainly a focus on the audiobooks, really. Warhammer Plus 2023. Here's what's in store. A little trailer there. You got the usual Pariah Nexus, Hammer and Bolter, the usual battle reports that they've been pumping out. What's in store for Age of Sigmar 2023? So this was one of the first set of sort of teasers for some of the models. So that's a glimpse. I would check that out. So they've got Slaves to Darkness. I'm looking forward to Eternus. But I've got the box set. Yeah, there he is. You can build him as a Chaos Lord as well. I've got the Centaurian and Archaon, obviously. And Be'lakor. Gloomspike Gits, they look great. There's going to be a lot for me to pick up this year. More than last year, I think. And I know we had Plastic Heresy, but there is an awful lot. Beast of Chaos, miniature, I think. And then even more, so you've got some silhouettes here. That looks like some kind of lizard men. And maybe some elves or something. So yeah, this is the roadmap for the Battle Tomes. So in winter, we've got Slaves to Darkness, so that will be over the next two months before the end of February, I would have thought. Slaves to Darkness will definitely be in January, and we'll get Gloomspike Gits, it's probably February, towards the end of February, maybe even March. Then you've got spring. It looks like you're getting an Order Battle Tome. Lumineth, anyone? No. It's a couple of Chaos Battle Tomes, Death, and then 2 Deaths, and then a final Order Battle Tome in the summer. So that's the roadmap. Interesting. So these are the warbands. We've just had Grynkrak's Looncore. I'm about to release that review very soon. February, you've got another new warband, Beastbound Assault Rifles deck. So it's nice that they've kind of teamed up and they've included that. Warhammer 40,000 boarding actions, and then Horus Heresy, looking forward to 2023. So we've got Horus Ascended, which will be a Forge World miniature. 150. I think he'll be over 100. Again, it's that base. That base must bump the cost up. There's a lot of skeletons and things and detail on that base. I'm wondering whether you can take him off that base and just have him as a miniature. I think you can. You got the Typhon, which is just the plastic Spartan kit with this front cannon, the Dreadhammer Siege Cannon. The rules, it used to be amazing in the rules, and one of the best things about it was that it could ignore cover. So you had an AP3 weapon that would kill Space Marines outright because it's like a strength 10 or 12. Nobody got a cover save from it. Get you invulnerable saves, obviously, but yeah, it did a lot of damage. You could fire it at 48 inch range, one shot, or if it didn't move, fire it twice at 24, and I think that was a better rule set. Now it's very limited to 24 inches, which puts it in the same range as a Vindicator, which is much cheaper. Doesn't take up a Lord of War choice, because this is a Lord of War. It's not just a heavy support anymore. It is actually a Lord of War choice, which you could use on a Primarch. And with the arrival of the Scorpius, I do question whether you can, the amount of damage you're outputting to Space Marines, with their breaching rules and things, picking up 2 Scorpiuses instead of this. Undoubtedly, this looks very cool. I have the resin kit. I will be picking up a couple of these, of course, so you'll see them on the channel. And I think in the silhouette we see a teaser for the Cerberus, which is exactly the same as this, but the front cannon is like a neutron beam laser, like a tri-barreled one, which will be fantastic at just deleting armor and tanks. Got volume 1, the End and the Death. I don't know whether they'll do both volumes in 2023. I hope they will. I really do. And I hope that they also have like an offshoot of books, both in the Scouring and going back to the Age of Darkness and things like that would be that would be something, wouldn't it? And continue to release more minis for either end of the Horus Heresy. So we're getting a jet bike. I don't know whether it's going to be a character. This is the thing. It could be Forge World. It could be Games Workshop. It's hard to say, but that is a jet bike. That is a plastic jet bike. Whether it's a character, or just standard. But put it this way, the jet bikes have been removed off Forge World, so I think that tells you all you need to know. You've got another kind of character, some kind of demon thing, because it's got these spikes. I'm not sure whether it's an assassin. Could be another assassin. And then this, I think, will be some kind of Chaos Sorcerer Psyker. 2022 Miniature of the Year. If you don't want to know, skip forward for the video. We've all just voted on which is the best miniature. Really, it's not a huge thing, I guess. But the miniature that won it was the Avatar of Cain. I did vote, and I did vote that my Miniature of the Year. I think that, it's a long time coming, and it deserved to get that. Second was the Slaves of Darkness Army set. Yeah, I do like their set, but it's not the Avatar. Having both and built both of them fully, the Avatar is gorgeous, and it's a decent price point as well. Bayard's Revenge, yeah, that's all right, but it's a bit tricky to put on the Orc. You got the Goth Rocker. I don't think I would have put him that high. I don't know about the Knight Abominant because it's based off a old kit. You've got the Primaris. Well, they said the Age of Darkness. I probably would have said the Kratos instead of just like the whole box set, because the box set again had old minis in it. Astra Militarum, I've heard some really good things about that. Allrak the Drowner, I've heard some good things about him. Azrak, I'm not sure about that, but Inquisitor Kata Volnus should have been higher up in the whole scheme. Anyway, looking ahead to 2023 for Warhammer 40,000 this time, and we've got a couple of codexes coming out very soon. I would have thought that Astra Militarum would come out first. Maybe we'll get a army set for World Eaters. I don't know. This is the thing, they haven't really teased a big box set, but they'll be soon. You've got these silhouettes again. This is undoubtedly a Primaris, some kind of heavy weapon thing. It's got a chain fed belt. I don't know whether it's an assault cannon or something, but it's definitely some kind of heavy weapon type Primaris. But it's also got this like searchlight thing, like an apothecary, but we've already got one. You've got this as well that looks very Tau with the blade and the small ankles with some kind of sword. Maybe it's a Tau character. And then you've got this, it's got to be a Dark Eldar. I mean, it's definitely Eldar shaped, and it's got spikes, and it's got some kind of, hawk creature, winged bird, I don't know. But yeah, that's for 2023. If I'm honest, I'm more looking forward to Heresy. It's a shame they didn't do one of these last year, but, Heresy was only released this year for plastic. But, out of the three, the Heresy one, I'm, very much looking forward to. Warhammer World Events, new tournaments, and then the prior Nexus animated show is coming, and it looks incredible. It seems like they've grabbed a load of assets from, the Dominus trailer and things back in 2020, I want to say, and they reused them and set up an animated show, which is great. The style is good. It's not real grim dark. I mean, it's certainly more kind of gritty than what they've painted and things. I find like recently 40k is quite, I'd say, colourful in their palettes, but yeah, no, that looks great, and it's only going to get better with all of these animations and with the Amazon Studios and things like that. So that's all of the news. A lot to get through today, so it's quite a big video. If we hop on over to Forge World now and have a look at these sus necro creatures, in a way, like, if they didn't have these antenna things, and I don't know if these like orifices weren't that sort of shape and things, it would look, they look very similar to Dead Space. You know what I'm talking about. You know about those flying creatures. Just putting that out there. Right, if we click on new and we go pre-orders, and yes, you've got the Brute Handler and Chem Dealer. You can actually buy a Chem Dealer for your hobby now, if you want to. Sort of reminds me of the Interrogator series in a way. So yeah, £28.50, it's about right. £14 per resin mini. What is it, 12 components, Yeah, that's all right. And then you've got the Outland Beastmaster with Ripperjacks. Now, this is quite pricey. I was expecting these to be like 35, maybe even 30, but £42.50 is quite much. So 15 components. Again, that's not that many if you compare it to the previous set we just looked at. So that's it for Forge World, just those for Necromunda. Let's jump on over to Games Workshop web store, and you've got a big advert for the Goth Rocker. Look, they've been listening to us. We've got the harp player, we've got the bagpipe player, drummed up Orruk with the drum. Where's the Noise Marine? If I just click on this, can only pick him up until 1st of January. He's very easy, quick mini to put together. You'll build him in like 10 minutes or so. Product information, no rules though. I know they're pushing it and things, but they really should have been pushing the rules for him, specific rules. A lot of people buy these miniatures not just to look nice or for collecting, they buy them for the rules as well. So if we click on new and exclusive, we go on to pre-orders. It's just the 3. It's just Candish Horsemen Warband and Frodo Baggins, Samwise, and Blood Bowl Match Play Guide. So if we click off pre-orders and we go new releases, we've got some Battle Forces, which are saying add to cart. And they are available. So I guess they are. So these are new releases from past few weeks, really. These are some of the made to order. We have to kind of focus in on them a bit. So you've got the Heroes of the Chapter, £47.50 for those. Masters of the Chapter there, £27.50 if you haven't already picked them up. They're alright. You've got Space Marine Captain, £22.50. It's not too bad. And you've got the Tech Marine, Librarian Terminator armor. Got the Lord Executioner and Chaplain with Jump Pack, and Space Marine Commander. And that is about it. So yeah, just a load of made to order miniatures and things, and those Lord of the Rings minis that have been out before. It's kind of like a re-release. And that's it. So a lot of news, but not a lot of pre-orders. I've got a feeling that's going to change very, very soon. I think over the next few weeks we're going to be bombarded with Astra Militarum, with World Eaters, maybe some Age of Sigmar thrown in with Slaves of Darkness. Yeah, this is going to be a pricey... This is going to be an expensive year. And with everything that's going on in the world, I don't need to mention what's going on. We all read the news and things. We all know what's happening in all of our lives and things. And what I'm going to say is, you know, with the cost of living, it's going to be really interesting with all of these new releases, just how what's going on is going to affect the sales of these new miniatures and things, because they've got some fantastic looking miniatures coming out, and the life cycle for these is normally 2 to 3 years. So they've been, designing and planning these miniatures, since lockdown, really. So it's going to be a shame if they don't sell well, but I hope that they are able to understand why, rather than people don't like them. It's going to be more of a people just can't afford them anymore. They've got lots and lots of other priority bills and things going out, which is why my videos are more important than ever, because I'll try and pick up what I can this year, and of course your help and support enables me to do that. I'm not sent anything for free, so everything that you see on the channel I buy with my own money, and through the support of all of you guys. So I want to say a massive thank you for all of the support for 2022. Moving forward for 2023, I've got big plans for the channel. I'm going to improve the videos, improve the setup that I have. I'm going to try and stick with daily content, with this news and pre-order video every weekend. Warhammer Imperium subscription will be ending in the next 2 or 3 months because they've extended it for a few issues. And I want to be painting more in 2023 is the big New Year's resolution. I try and paint on the Wednesday because Saturday I'd like to always keep for, a new release build. I pride myself on getting you that unboxing on the Saturday and then building that new miniature in the Saturday evening. And I would like to continue to do that. I could just decide not. I could dial back the videos and the content to 2 a week, and I could work more in my other careers. But I thought that that would be a little bit unfair on everybody that does support the channel and all of you regular viewers and subscribers. So I've decided to continue with that. We'll see where we are this time next year, but I want to say massive thank you to all of you again, and please do put a comment down below. Happy New Year, and look forward to seeing you all during 2023. Thank you for watching. The Emperor Protects.